Hi everyone, this is Brazel and welcome to Access Coding. Access Coding is absolutely amazing, something I love it with a passion. It can really when you code someone, you can find out exactly who they are. When you know who you are, you're not trying to be someone you're not. Now, there's about 5 components to Access Coding and you always start with the numbers. The numbers is the way you get to find out who the person is or who you are the person. You get to know what your personal colors are, the room in the house, the crystal that will work best for you, the days of the week that will work best for you, the symbol that will be working best for you. So Access Coding starts with the numbers, but then it progresses into the color coding. What colors, what color combinations. In your Access Coding level 1, you actually get what your personal number is. So say for the number 3, you know that purple and gold is really good for you, turquoise is excellent for you, yellow is good for you because it works with your self-esteem and self-worth. So each code has a color that you learn in Access Coding numbers 1, and then from there you can then progress and learn our coaching color program, you can learn our color combination program, you can learn our butterfly line in the sand, etc. We have heaps and heaps of programs. But let's get back to Access Coding level 1. So level 1 is about the numbers. It teaches you who you are, the person. So if someone is born on the 3rd, they've got positives and they've got negatives. The positives are they are one of the luckiest numbers they can be, provided they speak up. They can have exactly what they want, provided they're not being the martyr giving to everyone else before they give to themselves. Their soul needs adventure, needs fun, needs the feeling of empress or emperor. Now, when someone feels as if they're the martyr, they're going against their code. When someone is not traveling, having fun, they're going against their code. So one way you untrap someone very quickly is know what their natural code is, and then you look at that and you start to move them into that. So one simple coaching way when you've coded someone, you know that they're number 3, you know turquoise, purple and white, purple and gold, or yellow is one of their best colors. You might just say to them, okay, for the next week, I want you to wear purple and gold because that's going to lift your self-esteem. Always give them a reason to why they are using a color, because the reason why they are using the color gives them the conscious choice living at the end of the day. If you say it's turquoise, then turquoise is about being true, speaking up and doing what's best for them, because often number 3 person will always do what's best for someone else and not as actually what is best for themselves. So you learn the different codes. So you have a natural code, you have a path code, you have a destiny code, you have a force code. What drives you? What will push you through the door at the end of the day? Then you have a mapping code, which is 2 codes. You have the year, which is what's going to happen to you in this year. There's always a universal year. So as I'm making this video, it's 2019. So 2019 comes to a 12, which comes to a 3 energy. And then you map yourself out what you personally are in a universal year. Now, the next code is the month. It's always good to know what you are going through each month, what the universal energy coding is for each month, and then what you're going through or what you should go through each month in combination. You have a communication code, that's just simply your phone number. And then you have the other extra codes. So the house code is a really good one. What's the number of the house that you're living in? And when you come to the house number of what house number you are living in, it's all about the house is a representation of you. So the number you've been drawn to will give you 1 energy space, but then the rooms in the house will also give you other codes that you can work with. So if we go back to our number 3 person, the area in the house is the travel and helpful people area. So you were coding someone and you wanted to help them move on and start doing what's best for them, you would go and get them to clean out the travel and helpful people area. You'd get them to move things around in that area. You'd get them to check, do they like this? Do they have something in that area that they don't like? So when you're working with someone, you work with their codes. So their path code is an important one. The path code is the people you meet and the education you have. So the people you meet, when you want to be in the right place at the right time, to meet the right people, get that important phone call, then you work with your path code energy. And your path code energy, again, will have an area in the house, it will have a color to work with, it will have a crystal to work with, it will have a day. If you want to find what pushes you through the door, what will make you do something, then you work with your force code. That's what drives you through. If you want to know what your destiny is, then you work with your destiny code. So it's really, really simple. Whatever you want to do, you work out your code first. Is it your natural? Is it your path? Is it your driving force code? Is it your destiny code? Is it your year code? Is it your mapping code? Is it your communication? Or is it your environment code, which is your house? Once you know that code, you then know what color to work with, what energy to work with, what is the negatives and the positives of that number space. Then you will know what crystals to work with, the area in your house. That is how number crunching, or first level 1 in access coding, works. So it gives you the starting point to start to create change in your life and someone else's life. It gives you the tools to start to take action steps. There's more that we can do, but that gives you that first steps. So it's really interesting and it's really easy, but first, get someone's date of birth, list out all their codes, list out all the positives, list out the negatives, list out the area in the house, list out what colors work best for them, list out their crystals. So when you're working with someone and they're really, really stuck in their job, so that means it could be just a path code that they need to change. So you go to, your path code is the number 6, the area in the house is the living room, the crystal will be lapis. Then you'll get them to change things around in their living room. Any small cleaning or changes in a room will make a difference in their life. So have fun with your access coding. I'm always here to give you a hand if you need it. But that is step 1 of your number access coding. Cheers.